So 90 days ago, that was me on the left, shaking, that I could barely do a push-up and hold it for 3 seconds. And that's me on the right. But honestly, the push-up is not what I'm most proud of. You see, I started this journey after being laid off from a 26-year career in corporate America. For 2.5 decades, my job in that company became my identity. And after the layoff, when it was gone, I felt lost. So I allowed myself to grieve that loss. And then after that, I picked myself back up and started planning and building my next chapter. You see, I chose that layoff not as a setback or an ending, but I chose to see this as the universe giving me the sign and clearing the path. So you see, I knew that after that career ended, I was going to build something in my own terms. So I needed the energy and the strength to show up for it. So I started with my body. And 90 days later, I finished it. Hey guys, it's Rose here. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this is week 12 of my 90-day calisthenic reset finale. If you've been with me since week 1, thank you so much for sticking around through all of it. So today is a big one because it is the finale, but today I am showing you the before and after, sharing with you my measurement, what this journey has taught me, and then walking you through every single exercise so you can start your own version of this no matter where you're starting from. But first, the numbers. And I'm going to be real honest with the before and after, the measurement, and even the parts that didn't go as I expected. So here's where I started, and here's where I'm at now on the right. And honestly, the scale for me didn't really move this past 90 days. And if that's the number that you're watching, I want to gently manage your expectation on this one because it wasn't the full story here. What moved for me was everything else. So here's what 12 weeks actually taught me. First, this was never about push-up or just the military calisthenic. I started this, as I said in the beginning, because of my layoff, and I needed to rebuild something. And I started with my body and my health, which is something that I definitely put in the back burner due to my job. And building my body and my health was something that I could control while everything else felt uncertain at that time. So as you could see, the first couple of weeks was a struggle, but somewhere around week 7 and 8, I stopped asking if I was getting stronger or if I was losing weight. Instead, I started asking, who is this person showing up consistently, not skipping a workout, even on the days she felt unmotivated? And that question mattered more than any rep count. Because you see, it wasn't just that workout. It was about me building a habit and creating a routine for myself. And the second thing, some of you have been watching and going through this journey with me since I started, such as our friend Tim from Australia, who has been with us, following along in this journey, commenting, providing support, which I appreciate greatly. And that engagement reminded me that this is not just about me. It's about a community of people who is following along in this journey, also doing their own rebuild in their own time, in their own terms, different continents, and in different paces. And that's the part that nobody tells you about starting something in public. You don't just change yourself. You build a small community of people doing the same hard thing. And the third thing that surprised me most, the middle of this whole process is not a wasted space. I know I'm not the person who started this journey from week 1, and I'm also not the person who finished toned and fit, or the version who has arrived standing here today. This whole channel is still in it, but 12 weeks ago, I couldn't have told you that showing up imperfectly over and over consistently is the actual identity shift. I mean, it's not a one dramatic before and after moment, but what I can say, this journey is the accumulation of 90 days of small little things that nobody was filming. So if any part of this is resonating, if you're in some kind of rebuild right now, your body, your career, or just figuring out after everything got shaken up, I'd love for you to subscribe, because this channel is all about that journey, documenting my own experience. It's about me figuring out that next chapter, one project, one rep, and one honest conversation at a time. Okay, now let's actually get into the workout because I promise you a full breakdown. So if any of you out there who have never done these workouts before, I hope this is easy enough for you to be able to follow along. So this is every single move that got me from day 1 to today, broken down into 4 categories. And if you're just starting out, you don't need to do all 4 in one day. For me, this was actually my weekly workout routine. So I did 4 categories for the whole week. So for you, I'd probably start with picking one category, do it a few times a week, and then build from there. I'll show you proper form for each of the workouts so you can follow along. And a quick disclaimer here, I am not a fitness professional or guru. This is simply my journey, my own experience doing this military calisthenic workouts for the past 90 days. Starting with category 1 for upper body workouts. It consists of 6 exercises, starting with the incline push-ups, negative push-ups, tricep dips, Superman pulls, reverse snow angels, and plank, and hold it for 30 to 45 seconds. So for each of these exercises, start with 8 reps and then build from there. In my case, we will do each of the exercises with 10 reps. So for incline push-up, make sure your hands is elevated on a step or a sturdy surface. For me, I will be using this workout bar. Chest to hands and elbow at 45 degrees. So for negative push-ups, make sure you do this slow, 3 to 4 second lower from full plank. You can either do it in 2 ways. One, on your feet, or if you're just starting out, you can do this knees down on the way back up if needed. Now for tricep dip, hands on a step or a bench behind you. Again, I will be using this workout bar. Elbows tracking straight back and not flaring. Superman pulls face down, lift chest and arms, pull elbows back like you're rowing. For the reverse snow angels, same thing, face down, and then sweep your arms wide to overhead and back and make sure it's controlled. For plank, you can do this 2 ways. One, forearms down, straight line from shoulders to heels. No sagging hips. And hold this plank for 30 to 45 seconds. If you're just starting out, you can start with 30-second plank. The second form, again, straight line from shoulders to heels and no sagging with the hips. Okay, for category 2, which is the lower body workout, it consists of 5 exercises. It's squats, reverse lunges, high crunch, glute bridge, and a wall sit. For squats, make sure your feet is shoulder width, weight in your heels, and ensure your chest is up at all times. Go down slowly and then come up slowly, like so. For reverse lunges, step back with one leg, whether you start on the left or the right, it doesn't matter. So step back with that one leg and touch the floor. Make sure that both knees are in 90 degrees angle, like this. For the high crunch, while standing, drive your knee to your chest, touching your opposite elbow to the knee. Make sure this is controlled and not rush. For glute bridge, flat back against the workout mat. Bring your hips up while squeezing at the top, making sure there's no arching on the back. For a wall sit, make sure your back is flat against the wall, your knees at 90 degrees angle. Hold this pose for 30 to 45 seconds. If you're a beginner, start with 30 seconds, then work your way up. For category 3, we will tackle core and timing, which consists of 4 exercises. This will consist of plank shoulder taps, leg raises, bicycle crunches, and glute bridge march. For plank shoulder taps, get into plank position. Take your left hand and tap your opposite shoulder while still doing the plank. Then bring it back down and do the same for the right hand, tapping the opposite shoulder. Make sure your hips stay still and facing the floor at all times. For bicycle crunches, take your elbow to opposite knee. Don't rush the rotation. Just keep it slow and controlled. For leg raises, make sure your back is pressed to the floor. Bring both of your legs up in a 90-degree angle. Then slowly lower your legs, making sure you do not touch the floor. Then repeat this exercise. For glute bridge march, bridge hold, then alternate lifting 1 foot at a time while your hips stay level. For our category 4 or circuit 4 exercise, which is our controlled conditioning, it consists of 4 exercises, and that is push-ups, and it could either be the full or modified push-ups, your choice, squats, mountain climbers, and then a plank circuit with both high and low. This last one is the combination. Everything you just learned put together in one circuit. Start with 1 round and then add rounds as you get stronger. That's genuinely all this was, this whole entire 90 days. 1 round, then 1 more. So if you've been with me this whole 90 days, thank you. Genuinely. And if you're just finding this today, here's what I want you to take with you. You don't need the perfect plan to start something. You don't need to feel behind or ahead of anyone else's timeline. You just need 1 round and then another and another, then 1 more. And I'm proof that that's enough to actually become someone new. So tell me, what is something that you're rebuilding right now? Whether it's your body, your home, or something else entirely. After going through my own journey, whatever it is you're building, I'm genuinely rooting for you. And if you missed any of this 90-day calisthenic journey, I will link the playlist above. This 90-day reset is just one part of this rebuilding story, and there is so much more to come. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here for this whole reset. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Next week, I'm starting a new series called The Unresume, where I'll dive into the habits that help me thrive through uncertainty, such as a layoff and how I'm surviving it, and continue sharing the unfiltered process of building my next chapter through home DIY projects, continuing to build my health and body, and continuing to share building my next chapter. And if you missed any of the military calisthenic reset this past 90 days or the weekly update, I will link the playlist right here.